Hi, welcome back to Sparkle's Kitchen, Thanksgiving and Holiday Edition. We are smoking a turkey breast, and this is something we've done before, but with kind of the regular turkey breast that you would get from your grocery store. This time for Thanksgiving, we've ordered from our butcher a full turkey breast, and man, this thing is full. So you can see this is about 9 pounds of turkey breast. It's got bones in the bottom. We took the skin off, we washed it off, dried it, and now we're ready to get it prepared for the smoker. So the first step is we're going to rub the whole turkey down with butter. Alright, so this is the part where you really get to know your meat, and you kind of massage and push the butter all over the surface. We have had this butter out at room temperature for probably 3.5 to 4 hours just to get it nice and easy to spread. Definitely find just letting it warm up that way works better, because if you try to heat it up, either by stove, microwave, tends to get a little too soft. I'm just making sure that butter gets all over. The other thing you'll notice is that if the turkey is still wet, you're going to have trouble getting the butter to stick, and on this side, that's what's happening. So I'll show you. You can kind of see where the butter stops. So I'm just going to keep working it in. If you feel like you need to, you can just pat down the meat with a paper towel. But I think we're getting plenty of butter on here at the end of the day. So the next step is going to be mixing together our glaze. This is maple honey mustard glaze for the turkey. So I've pre-measured out all of the different components, so I can just run through them pretty quickly with you. So we've got maple syrup, just a local organic syrup that we pick up at our grocery store. We've got honey from a local farm, and then we've got some Dijon mustard. Definitely comes out better if you go with a Dijon kind of whole grain mustard. So I'm going to start with my maple syrup. This is 1.5 cups of maple syrup. So that's definitely the base of this glaze. You're going to have a lot of syrup. And then we're going to add the honey and the Dijon. It's 3 tablespoons of each. And then we're going to add our seasoning. So this is equal parts of paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, and rosemary. Dump that in. And then we're going to stir all of this together. Okay, so before we put on our glaze, we're going to move the turkey into a pan where it will sit overnight so it can really marinate in all this stuff we're going to put on. So I'm picking up the turkey. This is a 9 by 13 pan, and it just barely fits. So the next step is taking our glaze and applying a layer of it to this turkey. So that's what I'm going to do, just using my silicone brush. It will drip and collect at the bottom of the pan, so just, that's what you're going to expect. Don't be alarmed. good layer on here. Okay. All right, so now that we've got that on, I'm gonna split what we have into two portions. One of these we're going to use as we smoke the turkey. So just like you baste a turkey in the oven, we do the same thing in the smoker with the glaze, just reapplying more glaze to the top and sides of the turkey as it smokes so it gets that nice, crispy, thick glaze. So we're going to make sure we have plenty left over for tomorrow. And then the other piece of it is a little bit of an experiment, but something that we've done with other roasts and smoked meats or things we've done in the slow cooker or on the grill. Because this turkey breast is so large, we're going to inject it with our glaze as well, just to make sure we get that flavor throughout the entire piece of meat. So we'll put this to the side, put a lid on it, put it to the side. We'll come back to that tomorrow. I want to show you our injector and show you our glaze so you can see what the problem is right now. So this is our injector. It works great on all kinds of meat, but we've definitely found that you have to have a liquid that has a pretty thin consistency, so you can see the size through which the liquid is drawn, and it's not very big. So right now we've got these chunks of whole grain mustard and these rosemary leaves that are not going to like this injector. This injector is not going to like them. So what we're going to do is put it in the Vitamix, get it all mixed up and thin. And so this is what we started with, and you can see in Vitamix what we've got. So definitely a couple seconds, worked great to just puree all that together, make it a really thin, smooth mixture. So we are good to go now with our next step. And we're pouring that Vitamixed glaze back into a bowl so we can pull it out with the injector. All right, always the fun part. We've got our injector ready to go in the glaze, and we're just gonna draw it up. And then we're just going to push it back down, kind of get the air out. All right. And then pull it up. Now you can see it. And again, just to get the air out. Okay. Now we're going to stick it into our turkey. And this is the really fun. All right, so we're gonna put our injector in, maybe half an inch or so. We're gonna push the plunger and you'll see it actually expand. And then we're gonna pull this out and you'll see that glaze come out. It's in there. And then you're just gonna go a little further down. Do the same thing again. You're going with the muscle tissue, so you shouldn't feel any resistance. Okay, so we're just gonna keep going here. Again, you see it plump up. You see some of that running out. Come around to the back side here. Right, so then you're going to do the same thing on the other side and move on from there. Okay. At this point, you can see we've used all of the glaze that we pureed in the Vitamix. It's all been injected. And we've still got our leftover glaze that we reserved to use for basting during the smoking process tomorrow. We're going to cover this with foil now, and then we'll be able to put it in the refrigerator for the night. Tomorrow we'll be putting this on our smoker at 225, about half an hour per pound. This is 9 pounds, so about 4.5 hours. We're gonna go 5, maybe even a little longer than that, just because it's gonna be cold tomorrow. I'm excited to see how it turns out. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe and tune in for future episodes, including tomorrow when we will show you what this looks like when it comes off the smoker.